Thinking, Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, a Nobel Prize-winning psychologist, explores how two systems of thought drive the way we make decisions. System 1 is fast, intuitive, and automatic, operating unconsciously to make snap judgments based on past experiences and patterns. System 2, on the other hand, is slow, deliberate, and logical, engaging when we need to solve complex problems or analyze information carefully. Kahneman argues that while both systems are essential, our reliance on System 1 often leads to cognitive biases and errors in judgment. The book explains several key biases and heuristics, mental shortcuts, that often affect our thinking. One of the main concepts Kahneman introduces is the availability heuristic, where people judge the likelihood of events based on how easily examples come to mind. This often leads to overestimating the frequency or probability of memorable or recent events, like thinking shark attacks are common after hearing about one in the news. Another important concept is anchoring, where people rely too heavily on an initial piece of information, the anchor, when making decisions, even if it's irrelevant or misleading. Kahneman also delves into loss aversion, a central idea in behavioral economics, which suggests that people feel the pain of loss more intensely than the pleasure of a comparable gain. This bias is part of why people tend to avoid risks, even when the odds favor them, or make decisions that don't maximize their benefits. Loss aversion is closely related to prospect theory, developed by Kahneman and his colleague Amos Tversky. Prospect theory explains how people make decisions involving risks, often valuing certain outcomes differently based on how they are framed, as gains or losses. Another key concept is the illusion of validity, where people have confidence in their judgments or predictions, even when they're based on unreliable or insufficient information. Kahneman illustrates this through stories and studies, showing how experts and laypeople alike can be overconfident, often overlooking random factors that influence outcomes. Kahneman emphasizes that our minds are prone to biases, yet we are often unaware of these cognitive pitfalls. While System 2 can help correct System 1's errors, it is energy-intensive and not always activated when needed, meaning we frequently make flawed decisions based on intuition. Kahneman argues that understanding these biases can help improve decision-making, but true objectivity is hard to achieve because these biases are deeply ingrained. In the final chapters, Kahneman addresses hedonic psychology, how we perceive happiness and satisfaction. He explains that people have two selves: the experiencing self, which lives in the present moment, and the remembering self, which reflects on past experiences and influences future decisions. Our memories are often influenced by how an experience ends, leading to the peak end rule, where we remember only the most intense moments and the conclusion of an experience. Thinking, Fast and Slow combines psychological insights with practical applications, offering readers a deeper understanding of human thought and decision-making. Kahneman's work challenges the belief that people are rational actors, showing instead how cognitive biases shape our choices and lives in unexpected ways.